YouTube, New York Times Magazine, lost at Tora Bora, September 11th, haha, 2005. I just want to share a couple really funny paragraphs with you. The first time bin Laden had seen the Tora Bora caves, he had been a young Mujahideen fighter and a recent university graduate with a degree in civil engineering. It had been some 20 years before, during Washington's first Afghan war, the decade-long CIA-financed jihad of the 1980s against the Soviet occupation. Tora Bora was a fortress of snow-capped peaks, steep valleys, and fortified caves. Its miles of tunnels, bunkers, and base camps dug deeply into the steep rock walls had been part of a CIA finance complex built for the Mujahideen. See how we're being set up? I even have it on my channel. Hillary Clinton telling Greta Van Susteren and Fox News how it's the United States government corporation's fault the 9/11 and the radical Islamic terrorist attacks happened because, long story short, long time ago, just like the article said, we used these guys to fight the Soviets. We put them through school. We equipped them, and then we left them, and they came after us. Which it's all part of a plan. All right, you got one side setting it up so the other side can knock it down, and both sides are working together for the same outcome, for the same plan, for the same takeover. And besides, with Hillary Clinton, who knows how aware she really is? Because at the end of the day, these fake Jew, Saturn, scum, Masonic, Jesuit order guys are just vessels for darkness. We struggle with powers and principalities, not flesh and blood. But it's irrelevant of how aware they are, because we still get the same outcome. And I'm just bringing this up because of all that propaganda last week with who knows if it even happened. I wasn't there with this mother of all bombs being dropped where? Once again in Afghanistan. So it's just sad when I hear this stuff at work and people touting like it's some big accomplishment. It's a bunch of guys building stuff or blowing up stuff that they built themselves. That's all it is. Chances are, because here you are in Afghanistan talking about these other CIA built bunkers and tunnels. So chances are those tunnels and bunkers that we blew up with this mother of all bombs supposedly is the same people blowing it up. They built it. So excuse me if I'm not excited or even believe it happened regardless, but it doesn't matter. But excuse me, I'm not excited for that. For some guys blowing up stuff that they built themselves. Why don't we use that money to feed the homeless or the hungry kids? Why don't we do that instead of building bunkers overseas and then blowing them up years later and blaming me on a boogeyman that was created by the same people that blew up the bunkers and built the bunkers? How about we do that? Nah. Whatever. Thanks to my subscribers. It's all one big circle jerk. It's right here for everybody to see.